Well, hello there, curl friends. I am Mickey B, and welcome to my video. Have we met? If not, it's nice to meet you. I'm glad you decided to join me today. It is time for some rehabilitation, and I'm going to start by showing you my hair in its raw form. I've washed my hair, and I'm going to moisturize, energize and moisturize is what I used to call it, my hair every Sunday and every Wednesday. And I'll try to put up a video once a week instead of twice a week, because I don't know if I'll have time to do that. But I'll try to record each session and then just put up one video. So we'll see how it pans out. I may just do one session a week, I don't know, but that's the plan. It can always change. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you my hair in the raw, and this is all I'm going to do to my hair after I put on my products to moisturize, oil my scalp, and just feed my hair, give it some nutrition, drink plenty of water, everything that I can think of to do to bring life back to my hair. Now I want to also start off by showing you what that spot looks like in the back. So let's go ahead and turn around and give you a nice good look. Let me get a good look as well so you can see that spot. Am I getting it on camera? Yeah. So you can see, now you can see, I'm gonna try and move a little closer to the mirror and give you different angles. So if you see at a different angle, you see that there's hair in there, but it's gray or white or whatever color that is. And then if I put some henna on it, it might show up a little more, but that's what we're working with. And that's a pretty big spot, but I feel like it's getting better. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to panic, this is life. So what I'm going to do is let me show you some of the stuff that I plan to use on my hair. The first thing that I'm using as a base is, let's see, I'm going to start off using this, and I just have a gang of products here at the house. So I'm going to use what I have and try and enhance these products that I have and give it, give it more ingredients to make it more valuable to my hair. Once I run out of stuff here, then I may go and invest in some other products, but I have a lot to work with here at the house first. So this is going to be my base, and to this I'm going to add a little bit of this Shea Bay powder, and this is the Shea Bay powder that I had mentioned in my catch-up update video regarding my hair, and this is full, I believe, and it just it's like to the rim. It's just like some ground up ingredients that I got from, that's included with the Shea Bay powder. I don't know them off the top to even tell you what's in here, but if you've been around natural hair long enough, you've probably heard of this Shea Bay situation. So since I bought this, I'm going to use this up, and this is the one that I bought first, and then I went ahead and bought a larger one, which is about this size. So I have about this much of Shea Bay to use up. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. So I'm going to put Shea Bay into that, and then I'm going to put in some this is coconut oil that I had in there. This was from the Indian store. I'm also going to put in some olive oil that I had, and the last oil I'm going to put in is some vitamin E oil, and I also have some Jamaican black castor oil. I think it's in my other bathroom, so I'm going to add that as well. So I'm going to give it some good oils to help penetrate and get into that scalp. And then once I take these braids down and I wet my hair up, take the braids down, and put some moisture on it, then I'm going to take this little hair food from the Dollar Tree and just put it on my scalp. I'm just gonna, just old school, just grease my scalp or oil my scalp. This is enriched with vitamin E. And to this, there's a little, I guess it's called an oil, but it's like it's an oil that I got from Thailand, and it's very potent. It's really good for a lot of ailments and different things like that. So I added a little bit It's like a eucalyptus type of, but to the 10,000th power. In fact, I'm gonna go get that so you can see what it looks like, and so you don't have to guess. Okay, I'm back. So this is the oil that I use. It's called a yellow oil. It's from Thailand, and I order it off of Amazon, and it's yellow, as you can see. And this stuff is very, very potent. It's extremely potent, and it's good for this is kind of like, if you unscrew this and you take a sniff, it's like a smelling salt. It'll wake your nostrils right up. It'll open you right up. It's also good for insect bites. Let me hold it up while I talk about it. Insect bites, sores, and that type of thing. But it just invigorates. And so when I mix this with this hair food, when I put these two together, and I just put this only on my scalp. So after I wet my hair, I take this mixture, I put it on my scalp only, and everything else I put on my hair. But when you put this on your scalp, you can feel your scalp wake up, and you can feel like it just rushes blood flow to your scalp. And I think that this is helping. This is what's helped improve it a little in that first month that I've done already. So I'm going to put that oil in with the hair food on my scalp, and then I have this water bottle for moisture. I also had this mixture of, I had an Indian, it wasn't an amla oil, but it was that idea. I had that with some, a little bit of conditioner, water, and that oil. And so this is the last that I have of this. So I also use this in between to just do a quick hint of moisture in between Sunday and Wednesday if I needed it. So that's what this was, and I used the last of that oil to make this. So I'll use that up in between. But today we're gonna take these two braids down, and as I'm taking them down, I just want to share with you that this is all that I'm going to do with my hair once I moisturize. It's actually quicker and easier, and I notice on my ends, I get less knots when I braid them all the way down. And I used to not do that. I used to think that twisting them all the way down was better than braiding, but braiding keeps them more in control, and twisting allows it to loosen up too much to really get twisted up, and when it's time to take it down, that's when all these little knots would form on my ends, and then it just gets all, just all knotted up at the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is, after I get this out, I'm gonna moisturize this side and then go ahead and do what I'm gonna do. But for right now, I'm gonna go and mix up a little portion of what I told you before: the Cantu, the Shea Bae powder, the olive oil, the vitamin E oil, the coconut oil. Is that everything? Oh, and then I top it all off with the old school, and I know a lot of you guys may frown on this, but I practically use this up, but the old school hair grease, and I put that on top just to lay it down. And I think I got this from Sally's. So just this old school grease, and I don't put this on my scalp, I just put it on my hair because I just want it to lay down just like this, because like I said, I'm only gonna wear my hair in these two ponytails while I go throughout this process, because it's easy for me to just throw on a baseball cap, or just push them under the baseball cap. But these two braids just simplify everything. So once I do one side, all I gotta do is braid one up. I don't have to put in like 6 to 8 twists in my hair after this whole moisturizing process. So let me go ahead and get this braid out, and then I'll come back and then just go through. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and take both braids out, and then I'll come back with both my hair ready to just go and my product all mixed up, ready to apply to the hair. But you see, it's just simple, quick, and easy, and it's in control, versus a twist that allows the hair to come out and fray and get all twisted around. and just, you know, make things a little bit more harder on your hair as far as detangling and keeping it in order. So there you go, and nothing came out so far, so that's a good sign. And my hair is thin enough now to where this is actually doable. So let me, like I said, I'll be right back. Okay, I figured I'd go ahead and just let you see me take down the other one to see how quick and easy it is to take down, which is why I'm going to stick with the 2 braids. Now, what I also want to show you is my basket of products that I showed you that I was going to be using. So it has my clips in here, it has my water bottle, the other just the intermediate bottle of oil and conditioner and water that I told you about. Has my hair food here, the Shea Bay mixture underneath there. Has my olive oil, my coconut oil here on this side, all my clips around the sides. I have these are makeup wipes, but I use these to wipe my hands off so that I'm not wasting my bath rags or wash rags. I had another oil in here as well that I forgot to point out, and I'll add this to the mixture too, but I have enough in there now. And then what else? Oh, and then my combs that I use to detangle. My toothbrush that I use when I put color on my hair, have that in here. This is the best detangler for me, is just a regular pick. And then sometimes I'll use this comb as well. And then I have the rat tail comb to use for parting. And also to mix products sometimes with this end if I don't have a spoon. But I went ahead and put my little spoon in here, just the one that I got from the yogurt shop. Just that little spoon. And that's what I use to mix everything up with when I need to make a new batch. And then the other stuff that's not in here that I use is in this bathroom. So I just wanted to show you. And here's my henna, a little package of henna there. So I carry this around when I need to do my hair. I take it from bathroom to bathroom, then I know I have everything that I need. So that sits right here on my bathroom sink. And so let's go ahead and get started. So as I said, I'm going to start with some moisture. And also sometimes you can use, or what I'll do is, I'll use aloe vera juice to start, and then I'll do the final moisture with water. I want to get my camera wet. And as you see, like I showed you, there's I have the gray hair growing back because I'm trying to keep the henna to a minimum as far as when I, you know, recolor my hair. Being at home during this pandemic, it makes it a lot easier to give your hair some time off, because I really don't have to go anywhere where it makes a big difference, you know, as far as my hair and having to style my hair or wear my hair, so I don't have to sweat the henna. I also want to grow out my edges, so I want to get all of this documented so I can see the progress that I hope that I'm going to get from doing all of this. And you know, if you guys need to rehab, you don't need to use the products that I'm using, but I think the main thing when you're trying to get your hair back up to snuff is moisturizing it, and on a regular basis, keeping it moist, keeping it washed, and just giving it what it needs, keeping the stress off of it, which is why I like the braids also, because the braids give it a good stretch and it prevents a lot of that a lot of the tangling up that it can do with just 2 twists. So from here, it's pretty much detangled already. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this hair food, this product again, and I make this really quick. I don't make it too long because I don't want to be in here all night or all day. I don't have time to give that much time to my hair. So I'm gonna take it and just put it on my scalp. You know, I don't have to do too much, because after I do it, it's gonna light my my scalp up, and it's going to be real tingly. It's going to be alive, invigorated. It's going to be like that cooling sensation, but like seriously on steroids. It's like, it's so strong, and I use this oil lightly. I don't want to put too much. So now I'm just going to go down with my hands and just give it a little smush down like that. I keep it in pieces big. My hair having thinned out, well, I guess I should turn this way. My hair having thinned out so much, it makes it easy to kind of go through this process really quickly. And I'm just kind of feeling my way through. Because like I said, I don't want to do too much, because this is, you know, you always want to start off in moderation in case your hair doesn't like something, you know. At least that's how I look at it. So I get it good on the scalp, and I do around the edges. And this is really thin and light. It's almost like an oil itself. It's really light. So I'm just taking like a little bit on my finger as I'm rubbing it in. And I make sure that this spot right up here is getting a good massage. Rub it in there really well. Give it the attention that it needs to kind of, you know, work it into my scalp, because it is called hair food. So we want to make sure it gets the nutrients from whatever is included in there. And I think the base of that also is coconut oil. So now from here, and then it helps like little shed hairs come out like this. Not a lot, I don't know if you saw that, but it's not that many. But I like to get these off of my hands when I'm working with my hair. Okay, so from here, then I'm gonna go to this. Now I just created this mixture. I always save my old containers of products because I like to mix stuff up, and I like to get a good shake. To me, that's the best mixture you can get, is to shake it. Now remember, this is the Cantu, the Shea powder, the olive oil, the coconut oil, and what was the third oil I had? Oh, the vitamin E oil. And so that makes this product loose as well. And now when I come to this product, I'm scooping it so I don't spill it. When I get to this product, that's what this looks like here. So it's kind of loose. Oh, there you go. So it's a loose product because the oil loosens this up as well. So now I'll do the same thing here, and it goes by really quick. So this doesn't have to take a long time. Now, as you see, it's not that brown. When I used this before, this was a dark brown. It kind of looked like the color of the Shea. So I've really loosened it up and reduced the amount of Shea that I have in here, because I don't want those granules as my hair dries out. I don't want those granules popping, drying up and then getting all over everything. So remember, this is only going to go on my hair, not on my scalp, because it has the Shea in it. And the Shea powder is not supposed to go on your scalp. It's only supposed to go on your hair. So when I get to this point, I just take my Shea and I just work it into my hair. And because I'm doing big chunks, this is where I'll come in and get a clip, put that up there. And then I'll make sure now it's Shea down. So I try to work like within an inch of my scalp. But just on the hair, that's very important, because if you put it on the scalp, I think it causes dandruff or something, or excessive itching. Now you see how it's just detangling my hair? It's like all those oils in there. I don't think it's the Shea, I think it's mostly the oils, but you see how easily I can just do like that? So it's something to do with the oils, the mixture, and the Shea that really puts my hair into compliance. So now I've got that section done, and again my hair has thinned out enough to where this process can go by really quick. Just 3 big chunks, and then I'm ready to braid it back up. And again, I'm going to do this every Sunday and every Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be the in-between session, making sure I'm not getting too close to the scalp. And this is also, by the way, locking in moisture. That's also important. That's what the Shea Bay is good for. So it's possible that those granules in the Shea Bay powder possibly could be retaining some of the moisture that is in the hair, because you're supposed to definitely wet the hair first. Okay, so you wet the hair and then you apply the Shea Bay. And some people, like the videos that I saw of the Shea Bay and women, I think that's what they call it, or Shabbat, whatever their proper name is, they would wet the hair and then they would mix the Shea Bay powder in oil, and then they would wet it and then take the oil. I think they would just do the oil and then they would put the powder on top of the oil. So no, I thought they mixed the powder in the oil. I have to look at another video, but they wouldn't do it all in one like I'm doing it. But to me, I just want to simplify it, and I don't want to use as much as they did, because again, it gets everywhere. It's like, get these pieces of hair off. It gets everywhere as it dries out. So I don't want to have to deal with that. I've experienced that when I did this the first time around. But you see how I'm just coming right here, but I'm not getting close to my scalp. So now I've got it on my hair. And then this is where I come in with the grease. Dun, da, da, da. Do not be alarmed. This will not hurt you. This is what I'm using. You don't have to do this, because I know people think grease is the worst thing in the world, but this is what we used back in the day. And everybody was fine. Everybody had hair. So I've already done this for a month and I still have hair. So I come with the grease and I put it on top of this, and then I also put it on top of my hair, because I want it to lay down until the next time. And I wrap my hair up. So I put this on top like this, I want it to smooth down. And when I wrap it up and I wake up the next morning, I just want it to be like that, nice and flat. And this heavy grease helps obtain that, because my hair is so thin, it doesn't have a lot of weight to it. So that's why I use the grease to help hold it down, because keep in mind, I'm only putting it in ponytails. Okay, so if you cringe at this step, you know, you definitely don't have to do this. You don't have to do any of this, but, you know, just keep in mind, my hair needs this. My hair likes it. I've done it, and it hasn't hurt it. All right. Now, also what I wanted to talk about was the possibility, some of the possibilities of why my hair has thinned out. Now, it could be stress. It could be my iron, because I have been informed by my doctor for years that I have a very, very, very low iron numbers. But low iron, excuse me, low iron runs in my family. So, boy, I'm all over the place. I don't know why. Let me start over. I'm anemic, and my iron numbers are very, very low. They have been for years, all my life, because I've been anemic all my life. But every time I go in for a physical, the doctor would always ask, are you tired? You have low energy, you know, all the symptoms of low iron and having anemia. And I didn't have any of those. I felt fine. And she would always tell me to take some iron pills. And finally I went and bought some at one point, but I still didn't take them. I was just very hard-headed, because I just didn't feel like I needed them. But every time I go in for a physical, she kept saying, your iron numbers are really low. So it just dawned on. So when I went and bought the iron tablets the first time, I didn't take them. In fact, they're still in my cabinet. But this time around, during this pandemic, and starting, you know, working on my hair and giving my hair attention, I said, you know, maybe that's what's going on with my hair. So I went ahead and I bought another type of iron, one that I thought was better than the one that I bought the first time, because the one that I bought the first time is still in there. They were bigger capsules, so I didn't want to take those. So I went and bought another iron that is supposed to be like the top of the line iron, the best quality and all of that. So I went and bought that, and I've been taking it now for when I started the IAmMickeyB. And so I've been doing this process with my hair. I've been taking my iron and I've been taking my vitamin C because of this whole situation going on with the world. I'm just making sure, just in case I need to, because I feel like that's questionable to a degree. So I've been making sure that my immune system is intact, and I've been taking my iron pill every day and my vitamin C, and I've been taking care of my hair. I've been drinking plenty of water. So everything that I feel that I could do that my hair would need and thrive from, I've incorporated into my routine. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Now when you do the IAmMickeyB, after you do all of this, they tell you to wet your hair one final time. So I do that. After I'm done, I go ahead and wet it again. Now after I do this on Sundays, then I go ahead and I deep condition, and I'll show you what that looks like when I'm done. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this side. You don't need to watch me go through all that again, and I don't want my camera to run out of space on my memory card. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the camera, and I'll be back once I'm done with this side, and then I'll show you how I close it out. Okay, so now I'm back, and I went ahead and just cleaned up my area a little bit so I'd have room to show you what my hot head looks like. Now this is the hair that came out. Mind you, if you notice, I didn't even use a comb or brush because I didn't need to, because it's already sectioned, it's already under control, and you're just refreshing each section every time you do this, so it's not necessary. Once I finish this, I take the two braids and just loop them up like this. Put the tails together and just put them up like that. Take this little clip, this style clip, and just clip it in the back. And I try to keep it away from this area as much as possible so there's no weight pulling on that spot that I'm trying to rejuvenate. And then I put my hot head on. It comes in a bag, and I'll put the link to Amazon of the one that I ordered. It comes with this little hair massager. It's not battery operated, it's just a manual one. 3 of these little aluminum foil conditioning caps. It's like one of those fabric caps, actual hot head cap. And this has like little beads. It smells like some kind of herb, so it's something like that. But what's great about this is you see how it has all the partitions where it's sewn across everywhere, so these beads stay where they're supposed to be versus just falling all down to one side or down the middle to the top, however it's on your head. So you get good even heating. It's a nice thick elastic band, and on the inside, look at this. It's just this nice smooth black velvet. Very soft. And so you heat this in the microwave in 30-minute intervals, no more than 130-second, not minutes, 30-second intervals, and not more than 120. It normally takes my microwave up to 3 30-second intervals, and then I go ahead and put it on. The one thing that I am missing right now is a shower cap that I put on first. Then I put this over a plastic shower cap. Then I put this over the plastic shower cap so it doesn't get dirty with product. And then I put this on top of them. And I leave it on until the heat runs out in this. And it gives me a good 40-45 minutes. And if I feel like I need longer, then I'll do longer. But you don't want to make this too hot. That's important as well, because that can damage your hair if you put it on too hot, because you can burn your hair. So this is the how I condition. I do this every Sunday, and then come Wednesday I do this, but I don't deep condition. I only deep condition once a week. So I refresh Wednesday, and then I do another Sunday routine, and then I deep condition. So deep conditioning is very important. It allows your hair to absorb everything that you've put on there. So On that note, I'm gonna go ahead and heat this in my microwave and put it on, and I'll be right back to close this out. Okay, so I got my shower cap, and then I put this cap, the fabric one, on top of that. And then I put on the hot head. Okay, so this hot head is really hot. I'm trying to let it air out a little because I actually did it for 120 seconds so I could walk in here and not lose the heat that I normally get from the 90 seconds. So it's nice and hot, so I'm just opening it up so it can cool out. And I did it the first time when I did it, I put it in for 30 seconds like this, and then another 30 seconds like that. And then I'll do one more like that, and that's when I'll put it on my head. But tonight I did 2 of each, 2 upside this way and 2 right side up and 2 upside down. So it's really, you can feel that heat in here. And those things do really get hot and hold heat, so I'm letting it cool off to where it's comfortable to my hand, because I don't want it to be too hot. And that's why I like this whole little package deal that I got with this order, because it gives you this fabric cap, which protects your hair a little as well. And so I have the plastic one and I have this one before I put this on. So let me just try to, because this is hot. I've never done it for 120 seconds before, but I can feel the heat. So if you guys are looking for a good deep conditioning cap, this is not sponsored. I paid with my own money. The convenience of this and the heat that you can get and the amount of time is just right. You can even sleep in this if you wanted to. But I really recommend this, and it makes for easy deep conditioning because you don't have to go plug anything in. You know, it's convenient. You can walk around and still do everything that you need to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. I feel like it still might be a little too hot for my taste, but I just want you to see what it looks like. On my head. Make sure everything's covered. Oh, that's just perfect. It's nice and warm. So there you go. And so that's my routine. That's my rehabilitation. If you stuck around this long, thank you for watching. I appreciate you spending this little bit of time with me, and I hope you decide to join me on whatever journey you may be on. Let's do it together. Let's do it a couple times a week, and I'll try to post these videos every Sunday, so maybe I'll try to get one in the pocket so that way I can stay on an every Sunday schedule, but we'll see how that works out. But I just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing to rehab and see what kind of results I can get from this. So thanks again for watching. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you are safe and well, your family as well, and leave me a comment if you have any questions about anything, and hit the like button if you like this video and you want to join in and get your hair together along with me, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get this going. Let's get healthy hair back in rotation, because I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there who haven't had time to really address your hair and maybe could use a little motivation or somebody to do it with, so it would motivate you and encourage you to have the discipline that is required to keep our hair healthy and happy. On that note, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.